Brofist to you all, for today is a fine Friday because it's not only been Dawn of War 2, Warhammer Summer is happening, but we've also played some Fortnite for the first time ever. I played Fortnite, Victory Royale, easy game for the old man. Drama time right now, but of course it's FanFest night. NA FanFest is underway and the keynote is in an hour and a bit. We're going to be cracking open a few beers and having some fun here on the stream, having a little watch party to go along with it. And yeah, you'll notice the new chat. Didn't know it was going to be appearing today, but there it is with some achievements and titles that go with it as a little sneak peek of just one of the little features that have been worked on for nearly a year now. 12 months of work has been going on in the background. A whole bunch of stuff. Yes, as I said before when it was shown to people, I would rather not overpromise what we're going to be able to deliver as we are working with Twitch as to what is okay and what is not. What is okay and what is not in terms of what we're doing. But it works for our stream. That stuff's allowed. So we have a lot of stuff. We've got it. A lot of stuff works in the back end for us that you guys don't see, but it's whether or not we can spread the good word. So a huge thank you to all our supporters, be it website, for drama, for Twitch live subscribers, YouTube supporters, every single one of you. It has been many years since it has contributed to little old me. It pays for a whole team that is working on a ton of stuff. So little pieces will be coming in. Hopefully we can deliver a big package relatively soon, but that is up to Nups and to Edrum to be working on that. That is Nups and Edrum. All right. That's not why you're here right now, though. It's drama time. That's right. And apparently we have a reputation here at Preach Gaming. And I would like to say undeserved, but I don't think that's accurate. I really don't think that's accurate. It may be deserved. And Bex has pre-warned me that one of the tales today is backing up this assertion, I guess we could say, assertion of reputation. But before we get to that, we have a little one to get us started here, to wet our whistle, so to speak, of what's going on. So let's have a look. See, it's called the Battle of the Highlands. That sounds like roleplay. The Battle of the Highlands, or maybe it's Scottish. Maybe it's a whole Scottish thing to get us started on this Friday. You are correct. I forgot to eat again. Fuck. That's actually, you can blame the live chat for that. They were supposed to remind me to eat, but no, I have not eaten again today. Fuck. Fuck. I'll make a sandwich after this. It's fine. We did. I'm sorry. I forgot to eat. I'm sorry. It's going to be a rough one. We did remind you. Yeah. All right, anyway, we're here. This is the situation, so it's whatever. All right, let's have some fun. Good afternoon once again, dear preacher, the wonderful Bex, the unforgettably wise chat. Oh, I'm back in the office now. The gavel is here. It has been missing from my hand for a couple of weeks. Hello, beautiful. The amount of souls you have sent as I grasp this gavel in my hand, the amount of souls sent to the pits by its mighty gavel. Mike, I wrote you a story about a year ago, telling the origins of the game we all play and love. Wow. How I discovered the beauty of Azeroth, the manly, muscular shapes of its Caprine inhabitants, the Draenei. You know, I think I remember you. I think you went into excessive detail of the male Draenei thighs and cloven hooves. Yes, and how I felled the great devil of Red Ridge Mountains in single combat. Well, times have changed. This is not a retelling of that tale, obviously, but it is a spiritual successor to it. You see, that story that I told those many months ago was about a 10-year-old me growing into the person that I am today. It was about the lessons learned. It was about learning bravery, standing up for myself, and never give up attitude. Today, I want to tell you a different lesson that I would learn at the mighty, mighty age of 11 years old. A lesson that I carry with me still, and an important stepping stone on the journey of one young paladin. So, the year, ladies and gentlemen, that we're going to is 2007. The Burning Crusade is in full swing as the champions of the Alliance and the Horde took battle into the broken worlds of Outland, fighting against demons, Naga, and more. And then there was little old me, with nothing but my wits, my subpar grasp of the English language, and the hammer on my Draenei Paladin's well-defined muscular back. Dude, do you want to fuck a Draenei? I really do think if there was like a protein-heavy Smurf, that you'd get aroused. And I'm not into it, man. I'm not into it. After vanquishing foes innumerable in the dark forests of Duskwood and the mountains of Redridge, I desired to adventure further, to see more of the living, vibrant world. And as I travelled south to the war-torn Vale of Stranglethorn, I saw with mine own two eyes a beast worthy of testing my mettle, a tiger, walking back and forth on the grass, not knowing the fate it had coming to it. I grasped my sturdy, reliable great hammer. Taking its firm shaft in my hands felt righteous. In a flash of light, I had buffed myself, ready for another battle. I slowly charged in. Bravely, though. But before I could reach the tiger, out of the shadows leaped out a panther, rawr, with its stealthing nearby. The double attack of two vicious felines was too much for 11-year-old me. In reality, I realized that Stranglethorn Vale was way too high level for my level 32 paladin, and decided I will seek my fortune elsewhere. As such, I travelled north. I took the underground tram from Stormwind to Ironforge, walked once more across Dunmoreau and Loch Modan, and eventually reached the Thandal Span, the ancient, ruined bridge connecting the dwarf-inhabited wetlands with the cradle of mankind itself, the Arathi Highlands. Here I would battle spiders, raptors, and vultures. Here I would learn what it means to be a hero. Now, reality. My style of playing the game is almost as slow as your internet connection. That's mean. I would spend weeks, if not months, in the Arathi Highlands. I would do quests at the refugee point, battle against whatever the Highlands thrown at me, not just mindless beasts, but intelligent foes like ogres, trolls, and the bandits of Stromgard Keep. However, there was a foe. One foe would be far more powerful than I ever anticipated. A foe that proved much more than a simple challenge to me. A foe that would teach me a great lesson. Yeti in the cave? It's either the Yeti in the cave or the elites that are near the wall into Arathi. That dwarven stronghold thing. That shit sucks, man. That is absolutely full of elite little dwarf bastards that have like the shortest respawn time of all time. They suck so badly. I first met this warrior, the antagonist of this tale, as I was battling kobolds in a ravine in the southeastern portion of the map. I mean, Hillsbrad, are we in Arathi? No, we're in the Highland. Yeah, we're in Arathi. In the southeast of Arathi. The story's called the Highlands. What's down there? Isn't that the troll village? Now, this might sound gratuitous, but it's important that you all know this. The thing about Draenei Paladins that appealed to me was their muscular bulk. I don't like that phrasing. I don't like that I read that. Muscular bulk. They were tall. They were lean. Their torsos were like large blue Doritos, exuding strength. Their long, thick tails waved back and forth, left and right. They were tall and mighty. However, they were not the tallest. They were not the mightiest. There was one race in World of Warcraft that bested them in all aspects. The filthy, bestial, animal-like heavy hitters of the Horde. This is where I faced Mine Croco. a level 34 Tauren warrior. Are you getting wrecked by a warrior on a paladin in the level 30s? You fucking loser. What a loser. I'm getting heroic strike to death. This is so sad. This is so sad. I'm just getting heroics. Oh no, War Stomp. OP. OP. The server I had chosen at character creation was a small server named Ahn'Qiraj. Those with encyclopedic knowledge of EU realms will remember that AQ was in fact a PvP realm. When I, a brave paladin of the Alliance, first came across a soldier of the Horde in contested territory, I knew, at least in my 11-year-old mind, that I must fight not only for myself, but for the glory of the Alliance. I saw him, already on low health after combating some local kobolds. I spammed my for Exodar macro and knew this was my time to finish him. For Exodar? I mean... that is not king shit. That is absolutely not king shit. For a big, fat, dumpy, Draenei male paladin shouting for Exodar, charging in. Mine Croco looked me dead in the eyes, his bovine features disguising the monstrous cruelty beneath his eyes. I charged into the fray, my strong, large, girthy hammer swinging with righteousness. Fuck you, man. We traded blows. Our muscles glistened with sweat. Bex, did you write this? You're laughing, Bex, but I feel like you wrote this to put as much sexual innuendo in it as possible. As I activated once more my bubble of divine magic, I healed myself. I pushed my young gamer brain right to the edge, but it was not to be enough. I fell face first into the grass, Mine Croco looking down at me. Malice emanated from his form as he just turned, waved his Tauren tail over my swoon body, and ran. He had bested me in combat once, but he did realize that he had ended on low health. Didn't he start on low health? What do you mean he ended on low health? You said he started on low health. Did you even hit him? I feel like you just ran in and did nothing. In my mind, he must have realized that he would not be so lucky the next time. Sounds like you did no damage. After releasing Spirit, I finished my... It sounds like he did no damage, bubbled, healed, and died again. And did nothing in the middle. After releasing Spirit, I finished my tasks with the kobolds and returned to Refugee Point to gain rest. Some days later, ladies and gentlemen, I saw Mine Croco once more. As I stared him down, I saw the fear in his eyes. He saw me. He attempted to run, but I was relentless in my pursuit of Alliance justice, my hooves clobbering the hills of the Arathi Highlands. I'm just picturing it. Male Draenei run animation is one of the worst in the game. Like, by miles. It's so bad. It just looks so stupid. I gave chase to my wayward foe. In doing so, I accidentally pulled a vulture and a raptor. Their strikes dazed me, and I was incapable of reaching Mine Croco. I had to turn and defend myself from these beasts instead. By the time I had put them into the floor, the coward was nowhere in sight. Days later... This guy must be so pissed off. Days later, I came face to face with Mine Croco yet again. He had reached level 35. Oh god, he's a noob as well. This has taken like 4 days, and both of you have gained 1 level. Right? Wasn't he level 34? Now he's 35, like 4 days later. This time he was in the ogre-infested caverns. He had no escape. This time I had him cornered. This time I would be victorious. I stalked him through the caverns, hearing the dripping of water all over the floor. Combat began. And once again, I found myself embracing the cold, hard ground with my face. Death once again claimed my paladin as it did before. How could this be? I thought to myself. Was my cause not righteous enough? Was my strength insufficient? I set aside these notions of inferiority. I knew the real reason I could not best this evil, foul warrior of the Horde was that I was level 32 and he was level 35. Wait, what level did you start? 32. You were level 32 in Stranglethorn Vale. You're still level 32 4 days later? Kid, you are fucking trash at this game. Like, actually trash. You are genuine trash. He was level 32 when he went to STV. He's 11. Right, but it's been 4 days. You could accidentally level in that time. He's 11. Oh, God. I have a 12-year-old. He is better than this. Let me put it that way. I have a 10 and 12-year-old. They would not fall for this. In fact, in my mind, I distinctly remember thinking that Mine Croco was the dishonorable one, vanquishing me of the lower level compared to him. You just said you trapped him in a cave? It would therefore not be dishonorable for me to request help in bringing down this Tauren beast. I looked up the people currently online in these windswept Highlands. I found 2 high-level... This poor warrior is just trying to level. He's done nothing. He's done nothing but defend himself when this shit paladin keeps attacking him. That's it. That's all he's done, is defend himself when this shitty paladin keeps attacking him while he's doing quests. I found 2 high-level players. I knew not what Aura and Lucifer were doing in the Arathi at levels 45 and 50 respectively, but I knew they would help me. Alliance players stick together. I whispered, Aura, asking for help. Just a few moments later, an invite came my way. I don't know what I said to convince them. I was 11 years old. I could barely speak enough English to be coherent, but I somehow managed to explain my situation to them. How I was being harassed by a warrior of the Horde. I hate you so much. I actually fucking hate you, because this is exactly what my kids would tell somebody else if they were losing in PvP, is like, this guy's camping me. He's cheating. He's hacking. Their compassion flared in their chests. They rode in on their steeds, and the next time I came face to face with Mine Croco, it was already too late. Mike, it was Sun Tzu. You're quoting Sun Tzu, who wrote in the military treatise known as The Art of War that battles are over before they begin. As Aura sneaked up behind the warrior and landed a stun, Lucifer delivered a devastating pincer attack with a flurry of frost bolts from the other side. You you mage rogued this kid. You mage rogued some warrior who's just questing and done nothing. I barely managed to land a blow. So fast was the downfall of Mine Croco. This time, his bones would decorate the blood-soaked hills. After releasing Spirit, we chased him down and killed him again. Victory was mine. Or so I thought. Yeah, now they're corpse camping this guy. They're corpse camping him. You see, ladies and gentlemen, listening to this right now, it was not this young paladin that embodied the lessons of Sun Tzu that day. It was the warrior known as Mine Croco. To know your enemy, you must become your enemy. As Aura, Lucifer, and I were once again preparing to strike down Mine Croco's soul, we suffered for our hubris. Arrows rained down on us, and a mere handful of shots were enough to fell our mage Lucifer. A magical spell landed on Aura as he attempted to vanish, but couldn't turn invisible anymore. 2 Horde players, a sinister troll hunter, and an indescribable beast that I would come to learn was a balance druid. An indescribable beast, known as a balance druid, flanked us. Mine Croco never even lifted a weapon against me. It was at this moment that I realized that I knew that I let go of the hubris that controlled me and faced the fact. You see, when I first met Mine Croco in that ravine, he had emoted something to me. It was /no. Mine Croco didn't want to battle. We know. I insisted on a fight, and Mine Croco simply defended himself. When I gave chase, he chose to run rather than spend time killing me again. In the Ogre Cave, I gave him no choice once more, and thus he struck me down. As I called for help for higher level players, Mine Croco knew his only option was to ask allies himself. As Aura fell to his damage over time effects, I knew it was my time as well. A single moonfire and a couple of arrows later, my beefy... Draenei Paladin, it doesn't need to be beefy, fell to his knees. Blood spurted from my mouth, covering my manly, bulbous chest. Dude, the amount of jizz you've emptied over this fucking Draenei is crazy. I swear to you, I'm not ad-libbing this. I have to do the old copy and paste treatment. I have to. Copy, paste, enter. Covering my manly, bulbous chest. The light faded from my gentle, masculine eyes as I fell. This was a defeat. But it was a defeat that taught me everything. Aura and Lucifer called me shit. I left the group. I feel so on the nose, given what's just happened. Well, shit. I would never see them again. Okay. But I would learn more of Mine Croco. Oh, shit. A week later, I was walking my now level 33. Dude, you've been playing for 11 days. You've gained 1 level in 11 days. I was walking my now level 33 paladin down the road from Refugee Point to Stromgard as I came face to face with someone. I saw their shadow in the distance rapidly encroaching my location. A level 40 Tauren warrior named Mine Croco, riding a large and majestic Kodo. The sun was setting there as I prepared for the inevitable. I stopped, watched his approach, and closed my eyes. The mighty footsteps of the colossal beast came closer. Boom, 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 boom. And then the footsteps started to fade. I readied myself for a strike, but it never came. I readied myself for a death blow, but I was never blown. I opened my eyes and turned around. Mine Croco just moved past me. He never wanted my blood. In a way, he was more of an Alliance paladin than I ever was. And so I logged out and re-rolled. Are you kidding me? Knowing I could never live up to the righteous justice that was on display in this Tauren beast, I knew that I could no longer be a paladin. That is fucking insane. That is insane. That is some real roleplay right there. Is I just cannot live up to the role. I can't. He's right though. Paladins are always the most honest of people. Just unsubscribe. All I wish to tell you all is I hope Mine Croco knew that I learned a lesson that he wanted to teach me. Taught by Sun Tzu himself. He will win who knows when to fight and when not to fight. Mine Croco didn't give a shit. Round of applause for that story. Bex, I've just read the title of the story that apparently gives us a reputation. Okay. All right. Okay. Thank you for your story of your epic tale of the Highlands. It was lovely. Okay. Did that warm us up for this? I don't think so. Okay, so for our audio listeners on Spotify and Google and Apple, the title of this story is Raiding with My Cannibal Girlfriend. I'm assuming, as it has been vetted by our Bex, that this is safe. I really hate I'm about to ask this question to our lovely live audience joining us on a Friday afternoon. We need a guild name. I'm getting a beer. Well, you decide a guild name. Okay, yeah, this, the fork knifers, yes. Okay, Pog thumbs up. That actually makes a lot of sense, although a lot of people probably won't get it. Those in the know, no. Pog thumbs up will be the name of our guild. Yes, we're starting the drinks. It's FanFest night. We'll have a beer now. A glorious Peroni will be had. Cheers, everybody. Oh, and it's ice cold. Skull, my friend, skull. Skull indeed. All right, here we go. Preach, Bex. Former Night Fae losers in the chat. Soul Shape was the best, dude. What an odd hatred. The year is 2020. I was living in the prettiest city in America. It was the most important port on the good side of the Atlantic for 100 years. It's the city where Forrest Gump sat on his bench and Lady met the Tramp. It's the hostess city of the South. I can't remember where Forrest Gump sat on, went and met Jenny. Yeah, I don't know. New Orleans? It is Savannah, Georgia. It is, of course, Savannah, Georgia. I was a sophomore at Savannah State. Go Tigers. Go Tigers. Living in the halls. 2020 was, as you may recall, a complicated year. I decided to stay at college because, despite the unavoidable infection risk of college life and the restricted campus activities, my girlfriend was there. And it was still better and safer than my hometown in Kentucky. KY is Kentucky, right? KY is Kentucky. But there was nothing to do. My athletic program was suspended. Classes had become digital. Even safe outdoor events seemed to devolve into political rallies. And so I did the only thing that is reasonable in this circumstance. I played a lot of World of Warcraft. I had played a Holy Pally from Cataclysm to the start of BFA, which is when I put the game down to study and become a health person by running track. Now BFA was ending and there was something exciting around the corner, the Shadowlands. I watched every video. I physically wrote down lists of pros and cons for every covenant. I planned out my conduits carefully. I studied videos of Torghast to strategize in advance. All of this was done before the launch date in October, which, as we all remember, was bumped back to the end of November. I agonized over whether I would be Venthea for the Ashen Hallow or Necrolord for Vanquisher's Hammer and Fleshcraft. Bro. Ain't nobody. No way. I decided I would be a Necrolord. You shitter. Because I'm okay with spooky skeletons, but vampires? Not for me. But when I joined a guild, I was immediately met with a request to change covenant. Yes. Oh, good times. Good times. But I hope you defending yourself. Good times, dude. Good times. Upon getting my invite to a raiding guild, the GM whispered me saying I needed to go Venthir immediately for Mythic Plus. So I made the meaningful choice to do as I was told. The guild name was Pog Pog Thumbs Up, a heroic guild with mythic ambitions. They recruited me and a Mistweaver monk to round out their healing team on the same day. I was proud to be a member of Pog Pog Thumbs Up. I worked hard to prove myself during my trial Nyalotha raids. Pog Pog Thumbs Up were more competent players than I was used to. Able to beat heroic bosses comfortably without stress. The GM was a Texas farmer. The raid leader was a crypto bro. One of the main rules of the guild was politics and COVID was not allowed to be discussed. I think that's a solid choice, actually. Apart from Covenant choice, which some members of the guild argued was political. Fuck, I love America. I fucking love you guys. You guys are fucking crazy. You're absolutely crazy. I want to get into a discussion over your Covenant choice. I was free to play how I liked in this guild. I felt at home immediately. It was very early that I met Gimpy. Gimpy was the younger sister of the raid leader. I healed some keys for their regular M+ squad as part of my trial, and I distinctly remember making some joke and Gimpy replying in her Dolly Parton voice, "Well, ain't you the cutest little thing?" I fell in love with Gimpy immediately. Her voice sounded, if I could describe it to you all, like sunshine. That's gay. Her voice sounded like sunshine. The fuck does that mean? I played with her whenever possible, as we all geared up for the big Shadowlands launch. And over this time, I started to notice that Gimpy was not like other girls. Gimpy was a proud member of the Vor community. Oh my god. I mean, we knew it, didn't we? Like, we knew where it was going. We did. Yet still, when it arrives, you're still surprised. You're still surprised. Yeah, like, we knew it was going to happen. And there it is. Mike, when I say she was into it, and I mean really into it, she was a massive predator who announced her arrival into Discord channels by burping into her microphone. I don't know what to do with that information. Didn't you just say her voice sounded like sunshine? I'm sensing some contradictory descriptions happening here. That's hot. Queen. Truly a queen. Yeah, okay. She discussed the flavor profiles of various NPCs as well as her guildmates. Apparently, I was described as being sugary and soft like a glazed donut. Isn't she calling you fat there? That's how I would take that. I feel like you're just getting called fat. I bet you taste like a sugary glazed donut. Yeah, like diabetes? That sucks. She would talk about starting her own guild of purely predators named the Hungry Hungry Hotties. That's pretty funny. I like that, actually. That's really cool. She once stayed behind after we cleared a raid so she could swallow N'Zoth on her own. I keep freezing mentally, which I'm usually pretty sharp about. Mike, I now wish to share with you her Discord profile picture. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Bex, is this tactically at a scroll of the page? I mean, I have to show this, right? You all want to see it, don't you? Yeah. I don't think I have a choice but to show this. It's Yeah. All right, I have to describe this now for our audio listeners. It appears to be a woman with a very large belly that looks like Bullet Bill from Mario, holding a gray sort of like NPC-like character to eat. I mean, a chain chomp? Apparently it's more like a chain chomp. Yeah. Yeah, it's like it's a chain chomp. Sorry, I mean, I didn't mean to plunge my audience into an argument about the vor belly, but here we are. Sorry. That was not my intention. That was not my intention. Most guildies didn't believe Gimpy's antics were real and regarded them with mild amusement. They weren't constant, but it was frequent enough that I noticed. The veteran members would tease her with vor scenarios, like anyone beneath Gimpy on DPS after Zanesh does Vexiona from her gut. It's too complicated. Which always made her blow all cooldowns and slam consumables to do more DPS. Oh, you're using her fetish to get better DPS results. Dude, I'm into it. Yeah, that's a cool... Have we told Echo about this? This might be a play, actually. Yeah. Like, for the next race, like, maybe we should spread this. I'll get on the phone to Roger right now. We've got new tech. We've got new tech. We find out everybody's weird kink, and then you motivate them via kink. There you go. Their fetish is doing DPS. Oh, true. We had a very high turnover of trials as newcomers would quickly be disgusted and leave the guild. Oh, that's awesome. Nope. Yeah. Nope. No. Nope. I'm out. I am fucking out. Yeah, that's me. Hey, guys. I like to pretend to eat people and it turns me on. Nope. All right. I'm out. The Mistweaver I joined with was one of these. He was in the guild less than 15 minutes after getting access to the Discord, called out the weirdness in guild chat, prompting Gimpy to double down and describe in vivid detail how she was currently digesting her boss from the coffee drive-thru and how his struggles were massaging her spleen. The Mistweaver left immediately. I mean, correct. That is the correct move. I know if it was me, I would absolutely just... That's just off-putting. That's one of the cutest messages I've had in response to something like this in my life, in my chat. You know what? That's just off-putting. It's a mood killer. The GM said he wasn't a good fit for the guild if he couldn't handle Gimpy. As he was leaving, Gimpy just said he was delicious. Mike, here's the thing, though. It didn't bother me. If you ignored the vor, Gimpy was just a nice southern gal. I mean, that's a lot to ignore, bro. That's if you ignore the vor. When I told the guild my mother was sick, she was the first to express concern. She checked on me regularly until Mum thankfully returned from the hospital. I learned over time that Gimpy wasn't her real name. We all called her Gimpy, even though her warlock's name was something else. Oh, I see. Yeah, they call her a real-life name, not her character name, but that real-life name is also fake. But it turns out Gimpy was a sort of real-life RP alter ego. She shared with me her character's biography. You see, Gimpy was a 10-foot tall, 500-pound vor predator. Basically her profile pic. I came to realize that when she told us stories from her life, she didn't probably mean it. Instead, she was telling us things from the point of view of her RP character. which I actually found extremely cool. All right. I mean, everybody's got a thing. One thing I know about the internet after all these years, everybody has a thing, man. Everyone's got a thing. Now, here's the problem. I had a girlfriend, and my girlfriend Raven did not think this was cool. No shit. No shit. Every time I tried to describe Gimpy to her, Raven would roll her eyes judgmentally. What are you... You're describing this other girl to your girlfriend that you're playing with all the time? Like, did you fall down or something as a kid? Like, what's going on? What are you doing? Raven came from a very religious family, and the idea of vor was horrifying to her. Motherfucker, vor is horrifying to, like, nearly everybody. Okay? It's nothing to do with being from a religious family. At all. It's not because God looks down on vor, alright? It's not because Jesus doesn't approve. That's not why. It's because it's horrifying. That's why. Mike, here is one sad moment. In one evening, when I described what Gimpy had said, Raven called Gimpy a freak, and it upset me. And I found myself defending Gimpy's honor. I can't remember it verbatim, but I said something like, "You just don't understand her. She's just more interesting than you." Oof. Yeah. That's a GG on that one. Count it. That's the 1, 2, 3. Shoulders are on the mat. There's no wipe it, go again there. I remember saying this in anger, and I regretted it instantly. I swear, I think I was dumped and single within about 10 seconds. She already hated WoW as it took all my time. She liked things like Candy Crush, and the presence of evil monster Gimpy just put gas on that fire. Well, it meant I had more time for WoW and to spend time with Gimpy. I mean, there's always a bright side. My girlfriend did dump me, but I can spend more time with the Vor girl. So, not bad, right? Not bad. Shadowlands finally launched, and I hit it hard with the guild. I was part of Gimpy and the Raid Leaders Mythic Plus team, which was dubbed in the Discord under hashtag Team Digestion. Gimpy made Vor artwork for us. You guys don't want to see this, right? Like, I'm having to look at it right now, but yeah. All right, just look away for a second. I'll show it to those interested, but look away for a second if you don't, and I'll tell you when to look back. All right, 3, 2, 1. There it is. And that's the Mythic Plus logo, which maybe one day we'll get to see on the BlizzCon stage, which would actually be top tier bants. And you can look back again. Yeah, it's over. It's gone. I would absolutely fucking adore to see, like, Ian or, I don't know, one of the casters, like Super T's having to call Team Digestion. Gimpy told me the other character in the picture was me through Whisper. I was excited, Mike. This, I knew, was how Gimpy flirted. So I started flirting back. Despite myself, joining her to do the endless rounds of dailies that Shadowlands required, Gimpy loved going to the Maw for obvious reasons. Oh my god. Was the designer of the Maw into Vor? Holy shit. Holy shit. That's crazy. Right? No way. It was Raven's 21st birthday coming up on December 8th. I'd been spending every hour since launch playing WoW and hanging out with Gimpy, and I felt pretty guilty for ignoring my girlfriend who had taken me back. But there was a problem. Raven's 21st birthday was on Castle Nathria release day. So what? Dump her. I'm dumping her. I need to go and do Huntsman Ultimo. I cannot tell you, Mike, and some of you may be able to relate to this, ignoring the vor again, my immense relief when Raven told me she was going home for her birthday with her parents and wouldn't be around on the night of her actual birthday. Whew! Nothing worse than spending your girlfriend's birthday with her. Thank God. Thank God. I invited her out for birthday dinner a few days earlier. We had a nice evening, even though we were masked up for COVID, maintaining social distancing and eating outdoors on a freezing night. I carefully navigated the waters and didn't talk about WoW or Gimpy or Vor. Hey, dude, I know what you mean. Like, when I go out with Emma, I'm like, whoa, better not talk about Vor. It's really hard, you know, because it's such an obvious topic of conversation to bring up with your girl. But, I mean, you know, with good determination, we can get it done. I gave her my full attention, and it went very well. That is like the bare minimum. You paid attention to your date. Thumbs up, bro. Massive thumbs up. Massive thumbs up. But then disaster. The very next day, a phone call from Raven's parents telling her that her father had gotten COVID and they were going to quarantine and Raven couldn't go home. I was in the room when Raven received this call, and while she was listening, she was looking at me. And she could clearly see I found the news of her being around for her birthday uncomfortable. I told her about the raid launch. Is that real, Bex? Is there someone downstairs? Sorry, I've just got a message from Bex saying answer the door. Yes. Well, okay, all right. Back in a second. Apparently, it's a delivery from one Raven. It's a kebab. Thank you, Raven. Yeah. Maybe not in the middle of drama time. I can't really do it. Now you've got garlic sauce on my fucking keyboard. Jesus Christ. I'm trying to tell the story about Vor, and now there's garlic sauce on my keyboard, man. No, it is the most moist kebab I think I have ever seen. It looks like it is 90% sauce. It is the most moist kebab I have seen in years. It is, oh my God, it's slippery. Anyway, where was I? Where was I? Raven was such a good girlfriend. He has sent you some food. Well, thank you, Raven. Thank you very much. All right. Okay, so we got the news that she's staying for her birthday.
Where is it going?
She asked me why I had that look on my face. I told her that I had raid on her birthday. I told her how much preparation I had put in to get ready for the raid. And I was really looking forward to it. I said, is it okay if we spent the day together and in the evening I could play my game? I've muted it. Maybe she could have fun if she went out with her girlfriends. Mike, I'll never forget the look on Raven's face. It said, my boyfriend was a varsity athlete that I met in church, and now he's blowing off my birthday, my 21st birthday, to play video games with a cannibal. She just sadly nodded. In my joy, fucking hell, dude. In my joy, I typed in Team Digestion chat during our last round of dungeon runs that I was going to be able to make the raid. Gimpy was very happy with this. You're going to spend your girlfriend's birthday with big old me, she said. Mike, I admit, I melted at the thought. Can't you fix it, Chris? I've muted thingy. Oh, I bet it's coming through there. Okay. I think I know where it was. Sorted. On December 8th, I hung out with Raven. I gave her presents. I took her shopping. I was attentive and affectionate. Dude, you're doing it like a job. Mike, I was a model boyfriend until 3 p.m. That was the time I had promised to be back online to do dailies. You ditched your girlfriend on her 21st birthday to do Shadowlands dailies. Jesus fuck. Raven wasn't going to meet her girlfriends until later, so she came with me to the dorm to hang out. Mike, there's nothing worse in the world than having a non-WoW player hang out with you while you play WoW. But I couldn't exactly say go away. I brought her in, turned on my PC, and went to the bathroom. This guy is killing my fucking soul. By the time I came back, I was in deep shit. As my PC had loaded the desktop, Discord had opened. She saw a recent message that I hadn't read yet from Gimpy that said, hey, hope you're done dealing with that girlfriend. FYI, this is what we're doing on my birthday. And she attached this picture, which Raven was looking at with absolute horror. It's the same thing. It's the chain chomp picture. The second I came out of the bathroom, what the fuck is this? Raven demanded. I struggled to explain. I had given her the basics of Vor several weeks earlier. We've been over this. I have explained this to you. I told you about this. But clearly, she hadn't really grasped it. Oh, it's her fault. I've explained this mechanic to you. I don't understand. What don't you get? She asked me, are you into this too? Which made me angry because of the judgment. Maybe, I replied, which is a big mistake, I know, but kind of honest. My exposure to Gimpy had genuinely started to affect me. I understood Vor now, the intimacy of it, the sexy transgression of clear taboo, the dehumanization of the prey. My relationship with Raven felt mundane by comparison. Raven stormed out of my dorm room. We had had big fights before and breakups, and I knew the routine. I was supposed to follow her, grovel, and treat her like a princess. Do you mean apologize for having Vor conversations with another girl? Yeah, you are expected to do that. In fact, gets even deeper. You're expected not to have had those conversations at all. That's what you're expected to do. And then she would be all nicey-nicey with me for a week. I don't think you should date. But I kind of saw this as a relief. She was gone, and it was raid night. So instead of following her and apologizing, I sat down at the PC and logged in and gamed. It wasn't until a few hours later that I started getting messages from Raven's friends. How could I do this to her on her birthday, you arsehole? It was a general theme of the messages. I admit there was a part of me that felt awful. But we were making good progress. I can't. I fucking can't. I can't. Gamers are something else, man. Gamers are something fucking else. Holy shit. I also knew that I just didn't want to be with Raven anymore. I found someone new. Someone more interesting. And I was playing with her right now. The raid was awesome. We got to Stone Legion Generals on the first night. I had put my phone on silent after the first 4 messages. Ugh, put that away. Afterwards, having enjoyed the raid while enduring the onslaught of messages while my relationship dissolved, I felt a little emotional. And so I turned to Gimpy. When she joined the private Discord channel with me, I opened with, "Listen, I like you." Gimpy went quiet and she didn't respond. I followed it up with, "Do you like me?" She said yes. I can't read this. I can't. Okay, here we go. I then asked, "Is this something that maybe we could try out in real life one day?" Gimpy went quiet for a while. I had nothing else to say, so I just let the question hang. My heart was beating hard. When she spoke again, her voice was cracking. And she said, "I don't date my food. Sorry." I mean, the internet was the biggest mistake, dude. I've been through some shit with girls, man. I've had them smash doors down. I've had bizarre fucking one-on-one sit-downs, but never. Fine, I said. "Dailies tomorrow, then?" Trying not to choke, she agreed, and we both quickly logged off. I lay in bed for a long time with my phone in my hands and Raven's contacts open, feeling very big feelings. I just put the phone down and went to sleep. The next day, I found my stuff I had left in Raven's dorm outside my door. Good for Raven! When I logged on for my dailies, I was met with an invitation from the raid leader, Gimpy's brother, to have a chat. Who shall be Gimpy's brother? Augurs. So I got into a chat with Augurs. He says, "Listen, man, there's a lot you don't know. You know how Gimpy doesn't use her real name?" "Yes," I said cautiously. "She's told me a lot about herself, but I know that most of it is really about Gimpy, not about the actual person behind Gimpy." Augurs paused and then broke the news. "That's because her name is Timothy, but sometimes Tanya, and she's gender fluid." "Oh, I didn't know," I said. "Have I upset her?" "Yeah," August said. "Look, you didn't do anything wrong. She really likes you, but she doesn't let anyone get close because she's got issues, and it's complicated. The point is, she refuses to play WoW again until you're gone." Mike, that's how I lost my guild, my girlfriend, all in one night. Good. You fucking deserve it. You absolutely fucking deserve it. Yeah, you deserve it so much because you're just a dick. I don't know if you're listening right now, or maybe you've been a subscriber for 10 years plus, but what a dick. What an absolute fucking dickhead. 100%. And also, why didn't we read this on the Race to World first, Bex? That's my question. When we did Drama Time Live. That would have been a real eye-opener. Raven moved on quickly. She had a new boyfriend 2 days later. When I broke up with Emma twice when we first started dating. She had a new boyfriend that afternoon. Like, that afternoon. It was wild. It was wild, dude. Like, that. It was all like, I love you. We can't break up. I love you. She had a new boyfriend, like, that afternoon. Yeah, fucking crazy, dude. I was laughing my arse off. I was like, yeah, love me my ass. And then she left him that afternoon as well. Didn't go much further in a text message. She had a new boyfriend within a week. Last I heard, she was dating a dentistry graduate. But he's LDS. What does that mean? So it's doomed. I don't know what that means. LDS? I fell out of Shadowlands so fast after losing... Mormon, I see. After losing Pog Thumbs Up, I joined another guild, but they were less ambitious and the grind wore me out, so I quit without even getting curve. But Mike, I have a fiancé now. She's a science teacher. We're happy and have plans for the future. She has no fucking idea that I have a quiet yet still very much there Vorkink in the background. Thank you. I mean, bro. Yeah. Bro. No, she doesn't. It's anonymous on Drama Time. It is an anonymous situation. Holy fuck. Oh my god. The sentences I joined the stream on. Wow. It was a tale for a Friday is what it was. It was a tale for a Friday. Jesus Christ. Oh. That was a road. That was a road. That was absolutely a road. But it does bring us the end of Drama Time for today, but not the end of the stream. It's time to crack open the beers and kebab. Although I already have.